talking about immigration. We'll be talking about a lot of things, the complete gamut.
Trump wants to use the Alien Enemies Act of 1798 to detain and deport undocumented immigrants. Former heart surgeon and TV host Dr. Mehmet Oz will face questions from the Senate Finance Committee today over his nomination to head the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid. If confirmed, Oz would oversee the nearly $1.5 trillion spent by the government on those programs. CBS meteorologist Kate Bilo tells us the storm that dumped heavy rain on California and even spun off a rare tornado near Los Angeles is now heading eastward.
St. Louis, Missouri could get hit with devastating storms, and then that threat shifts down toward New Orleans and the Gulf Coast on Saturday before moving to the East Coast by Sunday.
Good news, Ted Lasso fans. Apple Plus has renewed the series for season 4.
Boy, I'd love to curl up on a couch under a weighted blanket, watch You've Got Mail, and devour a box of Snookers.
Season 3 had largely wrapped up all the storylines, but Jason Sudeikis' character is returning for his season 4. A day after the S&P dipped into correction territory, stocks are higher. S&P is up 67 points. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Let's face it, nothing makes you look older than you really are than thinning hair. But what if you could not only increase your hair count, but promote new hair growth without surgery, without drugs with potential side effects, and without a prescription from your doctor? Well, now you can, thanks to a breakthrough new supplement called Hair Grow, provided by New Nordic, the #1 supplier of dietary supplements in Europe. Hair Grow is now available in the U.S. Only Hair Grow contains Tocogaya, a powerful antioxidant that has received a U.S. patent. Multiple clinical studies show Hair Grow is safe and effective in promoting new hair growth. In one study, 95% of the patients using Hair Grow saw increased hair count.
The city of Murfreesboro is growing, and we need your help to prove it by participating in the special census. Murfreesboro Mayor Shane McFarland.
We want to get an accurate count of our residents compared to the last census. The more people that are counted, the more state shared revenue dollars Murfreesboro receives.
It's fast and easy. Complete the form online at murfreesborocensus.com.
Count me in.
Okay, count me in.
And count me in too.
Let's make sure every resident counts. Visit murfreesborocensus.com.
We're the Good Neighbor Network. FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro. FM 100.5 Smyrna. Audio and video streaming at wgnsradio.com. This is the Roundtable. A look at the news, views, politics, and people that are shaping Rutherford County.
Good morning, everybody. Johnny B here, and glad to be with you. Brian, great to see you.
Is it really?
Yeah, because I want to thank you publicly again for. I love this newest addition to my WGNS cap collection. I'm loving them. They're really good cap. I'm telling you, not just the design you came up with, but you choose a high quality cap.
Is that right?
Yeah.
It was funny. I said. Here, pick you out a cap or two, and then all of a sudden, all 8 of them were gone.
Oh, don't get me jumped up. That was pretty untoward, you know.
but I mean, you'll wear them.
So. I will wear them, and I couldn't decide.
Too many choices.
It was causing me mental anguish, and I knew Brian would not want me to be anguishing mentally, so I really did it in consideration of you.
I'm sure you did.
But good to be here. I don't know if y'all did you have any storms yesterday. We had I drove through a big one in McMinnville, man. Hailstones and everything.
Yeah, a little bit up toward Milton, but but it was pretty much outside of the county.
Okay,
but
I didn't know because up there for a minute it didn't last that long, but boy, it was ferocious for a minute.
Yeah.
And
tomorrow morning, early all day tomorrow is
it
day to be watchful.
Oh man, I got a project up there, and I'm hoping maybe he'll come finish up today. I bought one of these tiny homes, and I've set it over on a part of my property on the other side of my garage over there, and I got the septic tank in and the field lines run. Got that all approved by the state, and that's all covered over. But my plumber / electrician, who's doing both, he still has tasks and challenges to go, and so This could put a dent in his style of finishing up, though.
What are you doing with a tiny home?
Well, it's going to kind of be an overflow. It is literally a tiny home. It's not much in it, but it's cute as heck. And when
family come by or whatnot.
Overflow mainly for kids. I'm toying with maybe see what it might do on Airbnb or a hip camp, because I've got it angle where it's directly facing the river. So you got, and I'm having another guy put a deck and porch on it.
Oh, nice.
Covered deck and porch on the front where you can
Which will be bigger than the home itself.
Oh, yes. It will be.
Yeah.
It's actually going to be the exact same dimensions as the home, but right connected to it.
Oh,
16 by 8. It's 16 by 8 is
Wow.
the dimensions. But it's kind of exciting a little project, you know.
Oh, kids will love that.
Oh, yeah. And Katie's, my daughter from Miami's coming up the 22nd. I'm hoping I can have it kind of done by then. I don't know if I'll make it. It's going to be tight, especially with this rain coming in. So, anyway, you shouldn't have told me that. Well, we're going to go back and bring back some memories, we hope, to all the dear listeners and friends out there. Sorry it'll be an encore for some of my Facebook followers, but I enjoyed this little live stream I did last night, and I wanted to bring it to the radio listeners because it's only 2 events I'm recognizing in music history of March 13th, but they're both significant, especially the second one because it has one of those obscurities I love to find as I do my little kind of obsessive digging into music history of people, history of songs, history of events, history of awards, and all kind of things. And this is one from 1968, March 13th, 1968. The Byrds' Greatest Hits album is certified gold. And the song from that album, we'll do a couple, my faves. But this one they covered of Bob Dylan, they really helped him put that song on the map. He was thrilled that they had the hit, believe me, that they did with it. When you're a singer-songwriter, but somebody else does greater success with your song than you did, you are not jealous because you still got the songwriter credit and royalties rolling. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I'm not sleepy, and there ain't no place I'm a-going to. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. In the jingle, jangle morning, I'll come following you. Though I know the evening's empire is turned into sand, vanished from my hand, left me blindly here to stand, but still not sleeping. My weariness amazes me, I'm branded on my feet. I have no one to meet, and the anxious empty streets too dead for dreaming. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I'm not sleeping, and there ain't no place I'm a-going to. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. In the jingle, jangle morning, I'll come following you. Take me on a trip up on your magic swirling ship. My senses have been stripped, my hands can't feel the grip, my toes too numb to step. Wait only for my boot heels to be wandering. But I'm ready to go anywhere, I'm ready for to fade into my own parade. Cast your dancing spell my way, I promise to go under it. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I'm not sleeping, and there ain't no place I'm a-going to. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. In the jingle, jangle morning, I'll come following you. Though you might hear laughing, spinning, swinging madly across the sun, it's not aimed at anyone, it's just escaping on the run. Up for the sky, I know fences facing. And if you hear vague traces of a skipping reels of rhyme to your tambourine in time, I'm just a ragged cloud behind. I wouldn't pay it any mind. It's just a shadow you're seeing that he's chasing. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I'm not sleeping, and there ain't no place I'm a-going to. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. In the jingle, jangle morning, I'll come following you. Take me disappearing through the smoke rings of my mind, down the foggy ruins of time, just past the frozen leaves and the haunted, frightened trees, out to the windy beach, from the twisted reach of crazy sorrow. Yes, to dance beneath the diamond sky with one hand waving free, silhouetted by the sea, circled by the circus sands, with the memory of fate driving beneath the wave. Let me forget about today until tomorrow. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I'm not sleeping, and there ain't no place I'm going to. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. And in the jingle, jangle morning, I'll come following you. Boy, that's an incredible song, but Bob Dylan, those lyrics are just amazing. Shows the genius of the man. Jingle, jangle morning. Man, skipping reels of rhyme, smoke rings of my mind, foggy ruins of time, twisted beat reach of crazy sorrow. Oh man, that's just incredible. He's still with us, still bringing it too. Make her rich. She'd give me a gift. So, also on their gold album, The Byrds' Greatest Hits, is sung by Pete Seeger. He wrote back in 1959. They first released it in 65, and of course they had to include it on their album of Greatest Hits. But Pete Seeger took this song largely from Scripture, Old Testament. I should have looked up the book, chapter, and verse. But to everything, turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to born, a time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, a time to reap, a time to kill, a time to heal, a time to laugh, a time to weep. To everything, turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to love, a time of hate, a time of war, a time of peace, a time you may embrace, a time to refrain from embracing. To everything, turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to gain, a time to lose, a time to rend, a time to sow, a time for love, a time for hate, a time for peace. I swear it's not too late. To everything, turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven. Fantastic song. Written by Pete Seeger and covered by the Byrds. Ah, thank you, Brian. It's actually New Testament. No, it is Old Testament. Ecclesiastes 3, 1 through 8. I got confused there for a minute. Happens more and more at my age. I'm so glad he did that. I meant to do that, and after I did this thing last night, I was kicking myself, and I said, I'll get that found and print it off in the morning, and then I was ready to kick myself again, but Brian saved me, pulled me out of the ditch again. Excuse me, that's why I first saw it. I thought, oh, that looks like Ephesians, but now I see it's Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verses 1 through 8. The passage states, to everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven, a time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, and a time to reap that which is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to get and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to cast away, a time to rend and a time to sow, a time to keep silence and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. Pete Seeger did a remarkable job of capturing that entire passage. Thank you, Brian. So we're going to move to our second and only other. Well, we may, depends on our time today, where we get to. Because I brought some extra material. But we're going to go back down memory lane. And if it's not a memory of yours, it's going to spark several memories, I promise you. Because on March 13th, 1933, songwriter Mike Stoller was born in Long Island, New York. I'll read this just like I did last night. Along with his partner, Jerry Lieber, he writes a slew of hits. And that slew of hits is what will bring back memories. And Mike Stoller is one of those obscure names that I like to research and find about. And folks, I would just guess the majority of folks don't equate him with these songs we're getting ready to do. But he was the composer, the musician part, true musician, I guess. Jerry Lieber, the poet, the lyricist. And what a team they had, because you will readily acknowledge that in just a few seconds here. We'll start with this. Song's going to be very familiar, from 1956, okay? He ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. He ain't nothing but a hound dog, yeah, crying all the time. We ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. It was a high class, but that was just a lie. Yeah, They said you was a high class, but that was just a lie. 'Cause you ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. Nothing but a hound dog, a-crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, just a-crying all the time. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit, you ain't no friend of mine. They said you was a high class, well that was just a lie. Oh yeah, said you was a high class, well that was just a lie. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. Again, they said you was a high class, well that was just a lie. They said you was a high class, but that was just a lie. 'Cause you ain't never caught a rabbit, you ain't no friend of mine. One more time, you ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. Actually, the original version of that, the lyrics are different. They're a little more, this is about the simplest song you can imagine, you'd think, right? It didn't take brilliance, but I think it's Big Mama Thornton, was that her name? The artist that covered the original, was the first to cover it, and the lyrics are quite different. I don't know how it came about that Elvis kind of simplified it and just made it repetitive so much, but it worked. And but it also shows the incredible talent of Elvis Presley, that a song this simple and repetitive could be such a big hit it was. But it was envisioned by these really two very young men at the time, Mike Stoller and Jerry Lieber. And I'm going to save that one. I want to stick with this stuff here. Elvis recorded many of their songs, and I've got, I think, the two most recognizable or familiar, however you want to call it. 1957, the very next year, written by Mike Stoller and Jerry Lieber, and a number one hit for Elvis. Another. Well, the warden threw a party at the county jail. Prison band was there, they began to wail. The band was a-jumping and the joint began to swing. Should have heard those knocked out jailbirds sing a lesser rock. Sorry. Everybody lesser rock, little tickle. Everybody in the wholesale block was dancing to the jailhouse rock. Well, Spider Murphy played the tenor saxophone. Little Boris blowing on the slide trombone. The drummer boy from Illinois went crash, boom, bang. The whole rhythm section was the Purple Gang, and let's rock. Everybody let's rock. Everybody in the wholesale block was dancing to the jailhouse rock. Well, number 47 said to number 3, "You're the cutest jailbird I ever did see. I sure would be delighted with your company. Come on and do the jailhouse rock with me, and let's rock. Everybody let's rock. Everybody in the wholesale block was dancing to the jailhouse rock. Well, the sad sack was sitting on a block of stone, way over in the corner weeping all alone. The warden say, "Hey buddy, don't you be no square. You can't find a partner, use a wooden chair, and let's rock. Everybody let's rock. Everybody in the wholesale block was dancing to the jailhouse rock." Well, Shifty Henry said to Bugs, "For heaven's sake, no one's looking, now's a chance to make our break." Bugs turned to Shifty and he said, "Nix, nix, I want to stick around a while and get my kicks, and let's rock. Everybody let's rock. Everybody in the wholesale block was dancing to the jailhouse rock. They was dancing to the jailhouse rock. Oh, dancing to the jailhouse rock. Was dancing to the jailhouse rock." And we'll be right back, folks.
The city of Murfreesboro is growing, and we need your help to prove it by participating in the special census. Murfreesboro Mayor Shane McFarland.
We want to get an accurate count of our residents compared to the last census. The more people that are counted, the more state shared revenue dollars Murfreesboro receives.
It's fast and easy. Complete the form online at murfreesborocensus.com.
Count me in.
Hey, count me in.
And count me in too.
Let's make sure every resident counts. Visit murfreesborocensus.com.
Does your home need freshening up? Let our family at Farrah Construction help you. We do painting, new flooring, anything that you need. If you can dream it, Farrah Construction can turn it into reality. Farrah Construction offers high-quality craftsmanship, quick response, and attention to detail. For home restoration at a price you can afford, Farrah Construction can get the job done no matter how big or small it is. I'm Ron Hall. Shop local. Let our family business help you. Farrah Construction Company.
Insurance should be simple, not complicated. That's why at Rayburn Insurance, Agent Rick Hull cuts through the jargon and helps you understand your options clearly. He's committed to finding the right coverage that fits your unique needs and budget. Their team has been a trusted partner in the community since 1973. Ready to make insurance easy? Get with Rick Hall at Rayburn Insurance Agency. He's ready to help you get the protection you deserve.
Murfreesboro residents, did you know our city could receive $175 per person each year in state funding? That's why it's important to participate in the special census. This is Mayor Shane McFarland. Listing everyone in your household helps us qualify for more funding to improve roads, parks, and other services. Complete the form online at murfreesborocensus.com or use the prepaid envelope you'll receive in the mail.
Count me in.
Hey, count me in.
And count me in too.
No new taxes, no cost to you, just more to Murfreesboro. Visit murfreesborocensus.com.
When is the best time to move to Adams Place?
We debated coming here for 3 or 4 years before we came, and I wish we had come a little earlier. Everything could be managed here, and that was a great blessing for us all. I've had a lot of support and a lot of friendships that have kept me going.
I'm Terry Deal. Call me about Adams Place. Phone 615-904-9111. Memorial Boulevard, across from Walmart.
This is Good Neighbor Events with Bart Walker. Brought to you by AmeriCare Pest Control and the law offices of John Day.
This is a paid legal ad.
Hi, this is John Day of the law offices of John Day. For more than 30 years, my team and I have worked hard to help injured people throughout Middle Tennessee. Over that time, we've helped thousands of people get the legal help they need when they've needed it the most. And if we're not able to help or aren't the right lawyer for you, we'll do the best to point you in the right direction. If you've been injured, call the law offices of John Day for a free consultation. And remember, there's no fee unless we win your case.
Hey, for over 78 years, WGNS has been letting you know what's happening right here at home. Meet local author James Grimley this Saturday afternoon from 2 until 4 over at the Linebaugh Public Library in Uptown Murfreesboro. He'll be signing copies of his newest book, A Route 66 Tale, 2 until 4 this Saturday afternoon at the Linebaugh Public Library. The Red Cross is still critically low on blood, so phone the Red Cross at 800-RED-CROSS and make an appointment to give blood at a time that fits your schedule. Or are you new to town? Would you like to learn more about our local history? Well, come on over to the one-room Ransom Schoolhouse this Saturday from 9 until 5. It's all free. The Rutherford County Historical Society will be there to talk local history. That's 9 until noon this Saturday. Ransom School is at 717 North Academy Street. Drop on by. We mentioned this earlier. The 14th Annual Special Kids Race is this Saturday. It's over at Middle Tennessee Medical Center. Those are WGNS Good Neighbor events.
The city of Murfreesboro is growing, and we need your help to prove it by participating in the special census. Murfreesboro Mayor Shane McFarland.
We want to get an accurate count of our residents compared to the last census. The more people that are counted, the more state shared revenue dollars Murfreesboro receives.
It's fast and easy. Complete the form online at murfreesborocensus.com.
Count me in.
Hey, count me in.
And count me in too.
Let's make sure every resident counts. Visit murfreesborocensus.com.
This is the Roundtable from News Radio WGNS on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna. Listen and watch at wgnsradio.com.
Johnny B back with all you kind, wonderful people, wearing my brand new WGNS cap I love that I pilfered from Brian. I used subterfuge to get it, along with 7 companions.
Yeah, which one was that? I was going to say. Do you like the red embroidery on it? Is that what you like about it?
I love it. The one thing I did not like, Brian, I didn't understand this. First time
that?
I've ever seen this.
Yeah?
It was a little trying this morning. On the strap in the back, it's wrapped in plastic.
Oh.
Plastic, very thin plastic wrap.
That's probably a little leather strap then.
No, it's just cloth.
Oh, is it?
No, it is leather. It is leather. You're right. It's leather with the kind of buckle you put up there. But the plastic is on there, it was a pain to get off.
Was it?
I had to actually get a little knife and finally get it all out of there. It was making me crazy.
It's probably there to keep the leather from getting damaged.
It must be. But there was, but once I pulled the tag off, I thought I was done, and I needed to adjust it a little, and I couldn't until I got that plastic off of there. So I guess it does. It's got to be protected for the leather, but But I've seen hats like that before and never noticed the plastic on it.
That was just extra work for the children, I guess, who made it.
Yes.
Probably.
Well, this song should bring back memories to everybody. And let's credit Mike Stoller again. God rest his soul. But his birthday was yesterday. And his partner. Now, this is interesting. This is 1952 that they wrote this song. They were both 19 years of age. They met in college their freshman year and teamed up, become a songwriting duo when they were both only 19 years old. And this was first covered by an artist I wasn't familiar with, Little Willie Littlefield. And in 52, but in 55, Little Richard recorded it twice, and since then, a whole plethora of artists have covered this incredible song written by these two 19-year-old teenagers. It's incredible. Let's get in the right key, folks. I'm going to Kansas City, here I come. Going to Kansas City, here I come. They got some pretty little women there, and I'm gonna get me one. Gonna stand down on the corner, 12th Street and Vine, yeah. Gonna stand down on the corner at 12th Street and Vine, with my Kansas City baby and a bottle of my Kansas City wine. Well, I might take a plane, I might take a train, but if I have to walk, I'm gonna get there just the same. Going to Kansas City, here I come. They got some crazy little women there, and I'm gonna give me one. I'm going to Kansas City, here I come, Going to Kansas City, here I come. They got some brutal little women there, and I'm gonna give me one. I'm gonna stand down on the corner down at 12th Street and Vine, yeah. Gonna stand down on the corner down at 12th Street and Vine, with my Kansas City baby and a bottle of my Kansas City wine. You know what I'll do? Well, I might take a plane, I might take a train, but if I have to walk, I'm gonna get that just the same. Going to Kansas City, here I come. got some crazy little women there, and I'm gonna get me one. They got some crazy little women there, and I'm gonna get me one. Incredible song. 19 years of age. So let's go, well, they're a little more mature, 1959. That makes them each 26 years of age. They write this incredible song for the Clovers. Took my troubles down to Madame Ruth. You know that gypsy with the gold cap tooth. She's got a pad down at 34th and Vine, selling little bottles of love potion number 9. I told her that I was a flop with chicks. I'd been this way since 1956. She looked at my palm and she made a magic sign. She said, what you need is love potion number 9. She bent down, turned around, and gave me a wink. She said, I'm gonna make it out here in the sink. It smelled like turpentine and looked like India ink. I held my nose, I closed my eyes, I took a drink. Well, I didn't know if it was day or night. I started kissing everything in sight. But when I kissed a cop down at 34th and Vine, he broke my little bottle of love potion number 9. Yes, she bent down, turned around and gave me a wink. Said she gonna make it right here in the sink. It smelled like turpentine and looked like India ink. I held my nose, I closed my eyes, I took a drink. Well, I didn't know if it was day or night. I started kissing everything in sight. But when I kissed a cop down at 34th and Vine, he broke my little bottle of love potion number 9. Love potion number 9. Love potion number 9. Oh, a couple of snafus there. Thanks for bearing with. Oh, another incredible song. 1963. Wow. They're actually up in their 30s now. And still rolling. The Drifters, 1963 number 9 hit. Mike Stoller and Jerry Lieber. They say the neon lights are bright on Broadway. They say there's always a magic in the air. But when you're walking down the street and you ain't had enough to eat, the glitter rubs right off and you are nowhere. They say the girls are something else on Broadway, but looking at them just gives me the blues. 'Cause you're gonna make some time when all you got is one thin dime. I'm gonna do that over in a minute. And then one thin dime won't even shine your shoes. They say that I won't last too long on Broadway. I'll catch a Greyhound bus for home, they all say. But oh, they are dead wrong. I know they are, 'cause I can play this here guitar. And I won't quit till I'm a star on Broadway. Let's do that a little better too. 'Cause how you gonna make some time when all you got is one thin dime, and one thin dime won't even shine your shoes? Ha! They say that I won't last too long on Broadway. I'll catch a Greyhound bus for home, they all say. But they're dead wrong, I know they are, 'cause I can play this here guitar. That's how it's supposed to go. And I won't quit till I'm a star on Broadway. On Broadway. On Broadway. Incredible song. Mike Stoller, Jerry Lieber. And I know you folks will remember this one. So much genius behind these guys. Not just the lyrics and the music, but the concept, the whole idea and title of the song. And making it work so well. Incredible. The Coasters, 1959. That's going back in time a little bit. They're each 26. Coasters in 1959 and went to number 1 on the Rhythm and Blues charts, number 7 on the Billboard Hot 100 pop charts, and was number 15 in the UK. This was their third straight top 10 hit after, who remembers the song, Charlie Brown, He's a Clown, and Along Came Jones. But we're going to bring you one that was just a classic. That's all I can say about it. She comes on like a rose, but everybody knows she'll get you in Dutch. You can look, but you better not touch. Poison ivy, poison ivy. Late at night when you're sleeping, poison ivy comes a creeping around, around. She's pretty as a daisy, so look out, man, she's crazy. She'll really do you in. You can let her get under your skin. It's poison ivy, poison ivy. Late at night when you're sleeping, poison ivy comes a creeping around, around. Measles make you mumpy, and mumps will make you lumpy, and chicken pox will make you jump and twitch. A common cold will fool you, and whooping cough can cool you, but poison ivy, Lord, will make you itch. Well, you're gonna need an ocean of calamine lotion. You'll be scratching like a hound the minute you start to mess around with poison ivy, poison ivy. Late at night when you're sleeping, poison ivy comes a creeping around, around. Yeah, measles make you mumpy, and mumps will make you lumpy, and chicken pox will make you jump and twitch. A common cold will fool you, whooping cough can cool you, but poison ivy, Lord, will make you itch. Well, you're gonna need an ocean, calamine lotion. You'll be scratching like a hound the minute you mess around with poison ivy, yeah, poison ivy, yeah. Late at night when you're sleeping, poison ivy comes a creeping around, around. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Oh, I hope that put a smile on at least one person's face out there. And another couple of incredible songs. Well, probably their greatest compositions, and one will. Well, no, we'll close out. We're going to fit 3 more in here, Lord willing. We'll put in the middle here, the second of these last 3, I think is probably their signature song. But this one, all 3 of these are incredible. Ruby Baby, Jerry Lieber and Mike Stoller, originally by the Drifters, 1956, number 10, Rhythm and Blues. But Lord mercy, 1974, here comes along Billy Crash Craddock. Who remembers Billy Crash Craddock? Who's still out there. I'm not sure he's still active in music, but he's still alive and well, last I checked. He has a number 1 country hit on it in 1974. And it actually crosses over to the pop charts, the Billboard Hot 100 pop charts. It's number 33. And Ruby Baby. Love a girl, I said Ruby is her name. Now she don't love me, but I love her just the same. Whoa, whoa, Ruby, Ruby, how I want you, like a ghost I'm gonna haunt you. Ruby, 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 will you be mine sometime? Each time I see you leaving, my heart cries. Ruby, 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 I'm gonna steal you away from all of those guys. Ruby, 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 whoa. From the happy day I met you, I made a bet I was gonna get you. Ruby, 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 will you be mine in time? Now I love a girl, said Ruby is her name. Well, she looks at me and she just sets my soul aflame. Whoa, whoa, I got some hugs and kisses too, yeah, and now I'm gonna give them all to you. Ruby, 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 will you be mine on some time? Hey, Ruby, Ruby, hey, Ruby, Ruby, hey, Ruby, 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 baby, hey, Ruby, 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 baby, hey, Ruby, 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 baby, Ruby, baby, Ruby, will you be mine sometime? So, incredible song that they actually collaborated with Ben King in writing this song, Jerry Lieber and Mike Stoller. Ben King recorded it in 1961. Number 1, Rhythm and Blues hit. Number 4, pop hit, but we'll bring it to you right after this little break.
The city of Murfreesboro is growing, and we need your help to prove it by participating in the special census. Murfreesboro Mayor Shane McFarland.
We want to get an accurate count of our residents compared to the last census. The more people that are counted, the more state shared revenue dollars Murfreesboro receives.
It's fast and easy. Complete the form online at murfreesborocensus.com.
Count me in.
Hey, count me in.
And count me in too.
Let's make sure every resident counts. Visit murfreesborocensus.com.
You still thinking job change in the new year?
Yeah, I need something that's in high demand and more stable in this economy.
IT?
Yeah, cybersecurity, maybe even AI.
That's what I did.
Really? How?
Went to My Computer Career. You don't need any prior experience, and you could start your new career in a matter of months. A lot of IT pros go to school there, too, to level up.
Sweet. Are classes online or on campus?
Both.
Wow, I'll check it out. Thanks.
Make this your year. Take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu. Financial aid is available for qualified students.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at easterseals.com.
Former CIA officer Jason Hansen here. In my line of work, I've seen firsthand how fast the world can change. With rising geopolitical tensions and inflation eating your buying power, it's time to take action. For me, that means gold. And for gold, I exclusively trust Advantage Gold. I urge you to do the same. Call them now at 800-900-8000 for a free gold guide to discover the security that comes with owning precious metals. Again, call 800-900-8000 today.
Paid for by Advantage Gold. Performance may vary. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Always consult your financial and tax professional.
This is the Roundtable from News Radio WGNS on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna. Listen and watch at wgnsradio.com.
And Johnny B. back with you with my favorite producer in the whole world, Brian Barrett.
You say that a lot, but how many do you know?
I know you.
Okay. Right.
And that makes you my favorite and the best one I've ever even heard of.
Oh, wow. Thanks.
You know, I was thinking about today in music history. And do you remember this record music producer named Rick Rubin?
I've heard the name.
Well, he kind of made his mark in like heavy metal and all kind of rap and stuff, but he resurrected Johnny Cash's career.
Oh.
When he produced and signed him over to another record label and he produced all those songs late in his life, like Man Comes Around and all kind of stuff. And so
I heard he makes a good sandwich.
Yeah, Reuben sandwich is good. Oh boy, Brian, and you criticize my jokes. I can't believe you have the gall to criticize my joke. But anyway, Johnny Cash, I forget the title of the album, but it won the Grammy. This resurrected career of his, he records this incredible album with all these eclectic, unusual songs, and it wins the Grammy. But the country music establishment don't like it because it's so different and so out there. So Rick Rubin takes a full ad out in one of the publications, one of the music magazines of some kind,
right.
And he found this old picture of Johnny Cash from years ago where Johnny Cash has got his teeth all clenched and he's giving the middle finger.
Oh, yeah.
And it says under it, Johnny Cash and I would like to thank the country music establishment for your kind support. so satirical. So, that was one of the events they showed on. It was on March 14th, whatever year it was. So, but this is Mike Stoller's probably signature composition and Jerry Lieber's signature lyrics. And credit to Ben King, for collaborating in the writing and being there first to record it. Mickey Gilley comes along, which he had an incredible knack of doing. Over and over and over again, he would cover some well-known, famous song from years previous and either equal or top the original artist's success with it, which he did in 1980 with this song, a #1 country hit. When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light to see, no, I won't be afraid, no, I won't be afraid, just as long as you stand by me. Darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me. If the sky we look upon should tumble and fall, and the mountains should crumble to the sea, I won't cry, no, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. Darling, darling, stand by me, oh, stand by me. Stand by me, stand by me, stand by me. If the sky we look upon, we'll do it again, should tumble and fall, and the mountains should crumble to the sea, I won't cry, no, I won't cry. I won't even shed a single tear, just as long as you stand by me. Darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, please stand by me. Whenever you're in trouble, won't you stand by me? Now stand by me, stand by me, stand by me. Darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me, stand by me, stand by me, stand by me. Excuse me, folks. Got a little tickle there. And we'll close out a tribute to Mike Stoller. It looks like it's perfect timing. 1 minute to go in the show. And let me get this capo off here and check my tuning. I know it's irritating, but I tune because I care, folks. And oh, that E is flat. The B is flat. See, that's why I do it. And you don't want to, I'm not playing this in B flat, so it can't be flat. G's good. D's a little sharp. A's flatter than a pancake. The low E, good to go. The Coasters, number one. This was a Billboard, this was a real breakthrough. They made number one on the Billboard Hot 100 pop charts on this song in 1958. Jerry Lieber and Mike Stoller, the Coasters' number one hit. Take out the papers and the trash. Oh, you don't need no spending cash. If you don't scrub that kitchen floor, you ain't gonna rock and roll no more. Yakety yak, don't talk back, yeah. Just finish cleaning up your room. Let me set dust fly with your broom. Get all that garbage out of sight, or you don't go out Friday night. Yakety yak, don't talk back, yeah. Just put on your coat and hat. There we go. Walk yourself down to the laundry mat. And when you finish doing that, bring in the dog and put out the cat. Yakety yak, don't talk back. Yeah. Don't you give me no dirty look. Your father's hip, he knows what cooks. Just tell your hoodlum friends outside you ain't got time to take a ride. Yakety yak, don't talk back, yeah. Yakety yak, yakety yak. Yakety yak, yakety yak. Yakety yak, yakety yak. Incredible songwriting team. And Mike Stoller, yesterday was his birthday. And well, looks like I might can squeeze in a song of I had missed doing a tribute on March the 7th, which I tried to make up a few nights ago, but I was still chagrined and kicking myself. But it was the birthday of Townes Van Zandt on March 7th. But it looks like we're going to be out of time. Maybe not. But this what an incredible songwriter. He was only 52 when he died. Many years of substance and alcohol abuse. Boy, but what a talent. As Merle Haggard and Willie Nelson proved with his 1972 hit, they released in 83, took it all the way to #1 country charts. Living on the road, my friend, is gonna keep you free and clean. Now you wear your skin like iron, your breath as hard as kerosene. Weren't your mama's only boy, but her favorite one, it seems. She began to cry when you said goodbye and sank into your dream. Pancho was a bandit boy, his horse as fast as polished steel. He wore his gun outside his pants for all the honest world to feel. Pancho met his match, you know, in the deserts down in Mexico. No one heard his dying word. Ah, but that's the way it goes. All the federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him go so long, out of kindness, I suppose. Lefty, he can't sing the blues anymore like he used to. The dust that Pancho bit down south ended up in Lefty's mouth. The day they laid poor Pancho low, Lefty split for Ohio, where he got the bread to go. Ain't nobody know. But all the federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him slip away, out of kindness, I suppose. The poets tell how Pancho fell, Lefty's living in a cheap hotel. The desert's quiet and Cleveland's cold, and so the story ends, we're told. Pancho needs your prayers, it's true, but say a few for Lefty too. He only did what he had to do, but now he's growing old. All the federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him slip away, out of kindness, I suppose. They only let him go so long, out of kindness, I suppose. Thank you, folks. Thank you, Brian, for letting me encroach on your time. Hopefully, Lord willing, we'll see you next week. And after next week's show, Brian, I'm going straight to the airport, pick up my daughter, Katie, coming in from Miami to stay a week with me.
A week?
Yeah.
She'll get tired of you quick.
Oh, yeah, long before that. Thank you, Brian. Thanks, everybody.
WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna.
The city of Murfreesboro is growing, and we need your help to prove it by participating in the special census. Murfreesboro Mayor Shane McFarland.
We want to get an accurate count of our residents compared to the last census. The more people that are counted, the more state shared revenue dollars Murfreesboro receives.
It's fast and easy. Complete the form online at murfreesborocensus.com.
Count me in.
Hey, count me in.
And count me in too.
Let's make sure every resident counts. Visit murfreesborocensus.com.